From me to you, sports talk. What you expect? It ain't about who said it first. It's about who got it right. Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you all to another great episode of the From Me to You Sports Talk. I'm your host, J.Davis, along with my co-hosts, Greg and Marcus. Now, I got something for y'all today, and I'm about to start off by saying this. This is no disrespect to Michael Jordan. Of course, how could I disrespect Michael Jordan, who many see as the greatest basketball player of all time? Okay. Although that might be true, I have a stance for LeBron James. Not saying that he's the greatest or he's even Michael Jordan, but I think he affects the game in a different way. And this is something I want to talk about, presence. I think LeBron James' presence on the court is bigger, and you know what? I'm going to let y'all go, so just hold on. Let me get what I got to say out, and then y'all can give me y'all rebuttal. But his presence on the court, for instance, Mike played with Ron Harper, Scotty, Luke Longley, Dennis, a bunch of these other guys, right? But, when the Bulls beating you, it was more like, okay, Mike just went off for a 63. Mike went off 55, and what happened? Well, we couldn't stop Mike. I feel with LeBron James, and even as we seen last night, although they lost, when the Cavs usually beat you, what is it? It's more of, Kevin Love chipped in. It's, Kyrie might chip in this. It's Tristan might chip in. Iman Shumpert. And I think even with LeBron extends a lot of players' career. Like, I think that is a point that's often overlooked. I don't think people give too much thought into that. LeBron can really extend a lot of people's career, and a lot of people love to play with him. Now, the whole point about what did I say? I said not the presentation, but his presence on the court will be felt by like multiple people. So basically, okay. So when you ask, like last year, you asked Golden State what happened. Well, this happened. Kyrie was going off. We had Kevin Love playing good in Game 7. We had, it's more of a team effort, I feel, with LeBron. Whereas with Mike, I feel it was, it's Mike taking over. Although, Scotty and Dennis, Mike pitching, it's more about the Mike show. And maybe that's an attest to Mike's greatness, that he doesn't need, I guess, other guys to, I want to say, really pick up the slack. And maybe LeBron James does, but I just think LeBron has a bigger presence on the court, like, for real. Like, I think he gets the most out of his teammates. I really do.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily disagree with you that LeBron has a great presence and he has a lot of intangibles. But the reason why, on that argument, I tend towards the Michael Jordan camp, if you want to divide into camps. Mm-hmm. It's very simple. We're dealing with a different type of NBA. So LeBron does make his guys better, right? Yeah, he's playing with some scrubs. Now he's got Kyrie, he's got Kevin Love, right? But the truth of the matter is that think about the NBA now and the NBA then. Michael Jordan had to go through the bad boys, the Knicks teams, Houston teams, Hakeem Olajuwon, hell, John Starks, Patrick Ewing. I mean, Larry Bird. I mean, look at the people he had to beat just to get there. I mean, think about all them years. All right, think about all them years he lost, in the playoffs before he even got to the finals. All those years. I mean, Michael Jordan could have had 10 championships. If you took Michael Jordan, the team he had, and you put him in today's NBA, they might 72-10.
I don't know.
2-8.
I don't know, Marcus. I don't know.
Well, here's the difference. You know what I'm gonna tell you the difference?
What's the difference?
Those era teams played defense, tough defense. All right. And the key is, we talked about this last podcast I was on with you guys, right? What's one of the big things that Cleveland has as an advantage? They take LeBron, they put him on somebody, and he locks them players down. The Bulls had Ron Harper, who was a defensive stopper. Pippen, defensive stopper. Jordan, defensive stopper. Horace Grant wasn't too shabby. And Dennis Rodman wasn't too shabby. Now, Bill Cartwright, you can talk about the centers back then. The centers were a little bit more stationary and weren't as versatile, so that might be an advantage that a team of this era may have.
Yeah.
But Those okay, perfect example. The Celtics played the Cavs last night. Uh, Isaiah Thomas didn't play. The Celtics played better because the dude plays such bad defense
I
that it
know.
offsets the offense he
It
plays.
does. It does.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, and think about all the players you hear now in this era where they're talking about, well, he plays, we're talking about, hiding players on defense so that they'll be prepped for offense. You ain't never talk about hiding Jordan or hiding Pippen. Them guys play both ways, intense, hard. And the fact with the NBA, you could name back in the day, going to Cleveland, you had to play Brad Doherty, Mark Price. You going to
Who?
play the Clippers,
Them
you
little
playing
thin
Danny
mints,
Mint.
them little thin mints, man. Them thin mints. LeBron gonna put them dudes in a
No,
hole, man. I
you're
seen,
right.
I
You're
seen,
right.
I seen Jordan had some dude Livingston on his team. That guy don't even look athletic enough to even stay from LeBron as he
Oh
get
man,
around those
Stacey
corners.
King. Jordan
You know what?
is described.
I'm about to go look at I'm about to go look at some of them guys' weight because you got to be a certain height and weight requirement for LeBron James. I don't care about Michael Jordan. I mean, how was he 6'2" something? Come on, y'all. Like I understand he the black cat, but really, y'all really think he gonna really stand like that? G, yo boy,
I'm,
do you really think
I'm just saying.
he gonna
Look,
shackle
the
up
difference.
LeBron?
The difference is, and like I'm about to piggyback on what Marcus said. A lot of things he said was accurate. I can say this: that team you were talking about, the Cavs, the old Cavs, they would smoke this Boston team with Isaiah.
Exactly.
Smoke. They would smoke the Pacers. They would smoke the Raptors. These guys that LeBron beating and he's getting his credit for. Now, don't get me wrong. To LeBron's credit, these are NBA players that he's playing against. But those players who he playing against, those teams, probably wouldn't even be in the playoffs. Like Marcus said, running to Patrick Ewing, running to Larry Bird and his squad, the bad boys. I mean, the average foul back then, you gonna miss what, 45, at least 2 games. Marcus, like,
Yeah.
let DeMar DeRozan come down the lane and Rick Mahorn waiting on him.
Exactly. Hell, Kevin
Like, do
McHale
you
and the
really
Chiefs.
like exactly like? Okay, for instance, last night, Marcus Smart. You imagine Jordan having Marcus Smart on a block.
Yeah, no
I
contest.
mean, it's not even fair. Like that's cheating. But a guy at 6'8", 260 want to hold the ball and look the pass first. See, and back to what you said, Tay, LeBron all around get people involved. That's why I say his best asset is passing and getting people involved. Michael Jordan was a scorer. That's two different things. You know what I'm saying? He put his infamous on the game from scoring. But Michael Jordan had just as much triple doubles as LeBron. And if you look at their stats, LeBron probably got 1.2 assists, 2.1 rebounds. You know, that's mainly about it. But when the chips was down, Michael Jordan, as the leader, as the alpha dog, always wanted to be that guy and say, "This what I'm paid to do. I'm not paid to defer really to a Scottie Pippen, which I can, but I want to take the onus. I want to be the one to be like, okay, this why he's our best player. You know, I
Understood.
can live with that with the media. You know, but to LeBron credit last night, he had a bad game. You know, that's gonna come with the scrutiny. You know, with the social media that we got now and everything, they're gonna make memes and everything. But back to the fans with the Jordan and LeBron comparison. When LeBron doing good, his fans on fire. When LeBron mess up and do bad, I mean, I don't see nobody on Facebook for the day. I don't get nobody on my timeline making fun of me, you know, and Fox, you know, ESPN, they cater to the stuff too. I
Yep.
not want to hear Michael Jordan talk about LeBron, bring up LeBron name. Well, Mike, this. You got guys like Colin. They want to do something every time. Compare. and they even make up stats I never heard of. LeBron James, the first guy in the first 3 games to drop 30. I never heard of them type of stats. Yeah, they invented stats for him.
That's some next level analytics, G. That's some next level
And that's what
stats
I'm
right there.
saying. I never heard of this stuff because we sure Michael Jordan, what he did in 3 games. Come on now. If we want to go back, but y'all gonna have to change.
Okay, hold on. So this is the thing. This is the thing. All right, we talk a lot about physicality and how the game was. All right, you guys really make it seem like LeBron at his 6'8" frame is just gonna get, just get bullied out there. Y'all act like Y'all act like LeBron was still flop. He flops now because it's a part of the basketball game. It's gonna get you the foul. It's selling
because that's a catering. LeBron's biggest fear is getting hurt.
Nah,
that's his biggest
I don't
fear.
think he don't get hurt.
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, that's why LeBron don't always go hard. Even Maverick Carter said it. Mm-hmm. He don't want to face a torn ACL, a torn Achilles.
Yeah, and you got to think about this too, right? Look, I'm not saying LeBron wouldn't be able to score and be effective and be maybe even a dominant player in that era. But you got to think. You got dudes, you got enforcers, man. Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley, those guys, man.
Get fouled out. In
the lane.
Get fouled out. He gonna get fouled out then.
Oh, they'll get fouled out, but you're gonna feel it, right? LeBron may be a little bit more squeamish about going to the hole. It's not about they can out physical him. It's them saying, look, we here. Don't come in the hole with all this mess you're doing and the flopping and holding your head with your little headband on, And to the point about Jordan, right? Jordan, you got to think about it. He helped create and make some of those guys better. Now, maybe it wasn't in the way do it through the assist game and elevating the level of play in the floor of the game. But I think Jordan, because he was such a competitor, he made those guys better. It was off the court because you hear the stories. Jordan was punching Bill Cartwright. You need to toughen up. Punching him. And Bill Cartwright said, boy, you punch me one more time, I know something. So, look at Pippen, right? Do you think Pippen would have been the player he is had he not played with Jordan?
Well, you know what? Y'all bash him, but I seen that once Michael Jordan left, they won 55-something games, and Pippen was averaging like 20-something points a game.
And that was still going off. That was
That's
after he played with Jordan. That was after he played with Jordan, though. I'm talking about his toughness, being one of the top players. Nobody knew who the hell Scottie Pippen was when he first came into the league. When he started playing with Jordan, Jordan made him tougher. All right. Now, you saw if Pippen regressed a little bit. Remember when Pippen went to Houston? And he was acting like a little punk and Charles Barkley?
I remember that. I see that. But look, they don't want to bring that up about Pippen. They did that little Portland year.
Yeah.
Come on.
That Portland team, and that's the thing. That's when you saw the difference between Pippen and Jordan. That Portland team was loaded. They had a game 7, up 20 points on the Lakers in the fourth quarter. How you lose that game? Mm-hmm. And so, and you got to look at Kobe. Kobe was kind of the same way. Him and Shaq, and it's certain players do things off the court that can make people better on the court. Mm-hmm. It's not apparent and you don't see it. I mean, because come on, B.J. Armstrong, dude. You really think what did B.J. Armstrong do after Jordan left?
When he went to the Hornets?
Yeah. Nothing. Right? So I know Jordan don't get the same kind of credit that LeBron get because he wasn't looked at as a passer. But you got to look at the guys when they were on that Bulls team. Man, it's almost it's almost one of those things where you can't even quantify it. You can't even look at it and see it's tangible. But if you look at those guys' careers after they left that Bulls team, as they stopped playing with Jordan, some of those guys went back to being garbage.
So tell me right now, that whole the 96-97 boy. All right. So wait, what Michael Jordan team do y'all think was his best team? What year? If y'all actually had or you ain't got choose year, just choose a team. Who would it be? Like, who was the starting five? Was it?
I feel like it was the pre-Kukoc teams, the Ron Harper team.
96, 96, 97.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that team versus this Cavaliers team right now at their best?
Serious?
At their best.
Serious?
I was just watching the game. I was just watching. Well, it was I think it was 97, 98, and I was watching the Utah Jazz versus the Bulls. And I started going back watching some other stuff. And I just seen the way the game was played. It was like everybody was so close on the floor. I literally seen them sagging off. They was literally playing off of John Stockton at one point in time. In today's NBA, it's like Kyrie is gonna take that every time. It's like the way
Kyrie gonna guard on defense?
Yeah, exactly.
Is Ron Harper gonna lock him down? Is Ron Harper gonna lock him down?
And Ron Harper's like what 6'4", 6'5".
Championship.
Yeah, he's 6'4", 6'5". And look, and this is what I'll tell you. What I could throw Pippen on it. Pippen 6'8". He ain't gonna shoot over Pippen.
Okay, don't worry about it. So this is what you would do, right? First, you gotta go throw
LeBron.
First, you gotta go throw LeBron on. Forget it. Because I can't risk to throw a mine on him first. I mean, or we don't know. They could possibly throw a mine at Jordan first. Go ahead, Iman Shumpert.
Iman
Shumpert? You have to first. You have to. You have to. You have to throw Iman on him first. Just see what happens.
No, please do.
Just see what happens.
Triangle. Please do that.
Just see what happens. Or
JR gonna come and Kyle Korver, bless his heart.
Okay, here's your problem. Here's your main problem, right? Okay.
He's unguardable. He's unguardable. So it's like that's kind of like
who LeBron?
Jordan. So it's like kind of like
you're gonna concede those points, but if you look at it, once you get past Love, Kevin Love, he's got his deficiencies. He's not a superstar. Kevin Love is maybe second or third tier. Yeah, he.
You know what? No. See, that's my problem. I'm not about to keep letting y'all do Kevin Love like that. No, y'all not. Y'all are not. No, y'all are not about to keep doing that.
Y'all not about to. You got the computer.
It doesn't
What's the
matter.
stat line?
It doesn't matter. See, this is the problem.
It don't matter.
Listen. This is the
problem.
Who
was he doing this again?
This is the problem with Kevin Love. People, we get mad when Kevin Love plays his role. First of all, we all know playing with LeBron and being a third option, it's always hard to get yours. We've seen that with Chris Bosh. For one, they tell Kevin Love to stand outside the arc. They say, don't even come here. Just stand out there and let Kyrie ISO and let LeBron go off picks and throw the ball and hopefully you make the shot. Now, think about it. Kevin Love gets a lot of open shots. He just happened to miss a lot of open shots. Lately, he's been making his open shot, but Kevin Love is still... okay, if we had the ranked stars, he'll be at the bottom of the starter. But Kevin Love is still a star. He's still a star, y'all. He's not. Okay. I mean, he's no superstar. But
all right, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question: would you give Kevin Love a max contract?
Would I give Kevin Love a max contract?
Yeah, a max contract.
It really depends on what system he's in. Because no. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
There you go.
Because
he's not a star. He's not a star.
I mean, it's changed. First of all, he's gonna slim down. Kevin Love has changed his body. I don't know if y'all see. He's like extra cut now.
Play no defense.
Man, but Kevin Love was giving him 40 and 20. In Minnesota, he was giving him 40 and 20.
In garbage time. Come on now. Kevin McHale even said that.
Not just garbage. Man, and get that little thing. Dude was 6'10", 210. He's no great man. He'll get killed in today's NBA. He's like Capella. That's like Capella. Kevin McHale. Kevin McHale. Yep.
Kevin McHale better than Kevin Love.
Get killed. Dude, get killed. He's 6'10", 210. You know how thin that is? You know how thin that is? Oh, my God.
But here's the thing. Okay, so let's analyze that for a second. You say Kevin McHale will get killed. Why?
Yes.
They don't play any defense in the league. Kevin McHale, he don't need to be. These guys in the NBA not banging anybody. Kevin McHale got a little baseline jumper. He can shoot over three. He got those moves.
Hey.
I mean, I don't see how he would get killed.
No, see, this is the problem. Well, hold on, G. I'm about to let you go. See, this is the problem. Back then, they only had maybe out of 10 players on the floor, they only had maybe 3 players that could do something. So when y'all seen that one person, do a spin move like Nate Archibald, everybody just got so happy and astounded. Now we got everybody that can do that. So you know what? Y'all try to take away. Y'all be like, oh man, they ain't doing nothing. Man, they make it look too easy. It's just that he's really skilled with the ball and he can do that. We can set picks. You can hit threes. The game is way more spread out. Like it's harder to play. It's harder to play defense now. You can't hand check. You got to move your feet. Yes,
it ain't hard to play defense.
Yes,
the league don't want no defense because they want a lot of points.
Exactly.
Period. These guys' wingspan and everything will shut a lot of stuff down. Now, Marcus, please help me with this. A back to the basket. What you can't be? You can't be in your back to the basket too long. A defense of 3 seconds.
Because
A defense of 3 seconds.
yes, you can't stand in
Everything you
there.
do wrong is a tech, so that's points going up.
You're right,
You
G.
can't be in the restricted area.
Why are you standing
Take a
right there?
charge.
Why are you standing in the
Restricted
middle
area.
like a tree? Why would you be standing in the middle like a tree? You need to go guard somebody.
That's the 7 foot to defend the goal. They don't want him there. Guys like LeBron, who's scared to dunk on 7-footers, don't want them people in his way.
I ain't gonna say he's scared to dunk on 7-footers.
You know, and then you got players calling out, defense of 3 seconds, defense of 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy,
Like,
right? No zone defense, right? No, or they can play a modified zone or whatever they call it.
Well, oh my bad, you can't do that in today's NBA because we all know guys like Kevin Love will shoot you out that zone. That same guy y'all talking about, Kevin Love, Kyrie, Kyle Korver, Iman, JR will shoot you out of that zone.
So here's the thing, right? I don't necessarily disagree with you that the guys are better shooters, but these guys have to move the ball to beat the zone. When the hell the last time you seen Kyrie pass to somebody
He
around
doesn't
and
do
swing
that.
around?
My boy Kyrie does not do that. It's give him the ball and let him work. Everybody gets out of his way. He doesn't need to pass the ball to nobody because
He's a shorter version of Carmelo Anthony. That's all he is.
Oh my God! Don't what?
Yes, he is. Melo, all he wanted to do was score.
Hold on. You kind of disrespectful now. I like Melo, but Kyrie done showed us something. I don't care. Kyrie done showed us something.
Watch how I play devil's advocate. What did Kyrie do before LeBron?
Balled out. Why do y'all keep trying to say that? Kyrie balled out before LeBron James.
I mean, where did his team go?
He had a bad team. He first of all, he didn't get along with Deion Waiters. He had
That's
Miller. Yes.
So who is Melo working with?
Yes.
What Phil have did with Melo?
Say it again.
Nothing. What Phil done with Melo?
Oh, but Melo has had good teams. Melo has had in Denver. And in Denver, the year the Lakers won, I think 2010. No, Denver has had some teams. New York, no. First of all, Melo haven't had the proper people besides this year. He had Derrick Rose in them. I don't know what happened right there. I really don't know. I think in New York they keep trying to hire people to try to implement that trying offense instead of just moving on with the times.
See, the problem, Melo has the same problem. He's a typical modern day NBA style. LeBron is actually an aberration. Melo don't play no damn defense either. I'm sorry to say it. He don't play no. I saw him. It was when he was with Denver, and I forgot. I think they're playing the Spurs or something, and they isoed him on somebody, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take the team's biggest star." It wasn't even no contest, man. The Spurs won that game. The dude just drove on Melo. Melo was giving ground, and he was taller than the guy. My problem with these guys in the NBA today. These guys got size 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", long wingspans, and they play small. Look at LaMarcus Aldridge, man. He played like he's 5'10".
I can't even disagree with you with that, LaMarcus Aldridge.
What would Patrick Ewing do to a Kevin Love or a LaMarcus Aldridge?
Kevin Love be done fouled out.
First of all, they wouldn't be on home.
DeAndre Jordan now. Because them guys, I ain't never saw a guy get paid $80 million to set screen.
And he can't score. If it ain't dunking, if he's not touching the metal with his hand, he can't score.
You know what? I am not disagreeing with y'all one bit about the big man, about the whole big
man. Game overall.
Big man. Because guess what? I'll take these point guards over y'all point guards.
Take the point guards. Take the point guards.
See, but here's one thing, Tay, that you're missing. Size can't be coached, and size is still king. If I put LeBron on Steph Curry is not going to have 35 points.
I understand that. But you have
to
be able to move like LeBron James. Who can move like LeBron James? Who played in the 80s? Who played in the mid 90s? Nobody. We've never seen
Dennis Rodman can move with it.
Stop.
Yep.
Only thing Dennis Rodman didn't do.
No.
You looking at Chicago, Dennis Rodman. I'm talking about Detroit. Freakish, the one made Scottie Pippen lie and said he had a migraine headache. Dennis Rodman, who picked you up full court. Just as athletic. Not as big, but ass shack about him.
Well, and then
I will have him pick up LeBron James. Handles not all that. You put pressure on him full court.
Come on, guys.
That's what you do. You turn out.
So tell me how. So is Dennis Rodman used to guarding guards and forwards guys? Are y'all really gonna sit, or is he just guarding people in the post?
He guarded Pippen. He guarded power forwards. He guarded centers.
The small
That's
forward
what
position.
he did. That's why they call him the Worm.
And think about it, too, Tay. Draymond Green doing the same thing today. They put Draymond Green on guard sometimes. See, it's the wingspan.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Draymond's
so
the truth.
yeah. So my thing is, there are a lot of guys that don't get that credit because they were defensive stoppers that people don't know from that era. You know, man, you look at that Bad Boys team. You could take almost any of that starting five and put them on just about anybody, and those guys be effective. You know, because it's the intimidation game. And
if you don't get Joe Dumars to get his little butt back down in today's NBA, he'll be in a post. Joe Dumars will be in a post today, y'all. I'm sorry.
Guys don't even post up. What are you talking about?
Joe Dumars.
LeBron don't even post up. Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, what is
Klay Thompson to have to see? Hey, y'all, Joe Dumars had to guard Klay Thompson. Well, y'all know he rising over him. He rising over him every time. Joe Dumars.
If he can get it off. Joe Dumars was locking people up.
Man.
Look at his
See, you know what? Y'all, you know what? See, this is the problem. Y'all, you know what? Y'all can only name a few people. Y'all name Joe Dumars. And y'all can go to Gary Payton. Nope. I want y'all to name somebody from the Portland Trailblazers who was doing this. Go
Clyde
name
Drexler.
Go name
Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter, Jerome Kersey, Buck Williams.
So name somebody from the Bobcats that was doing.
About 61 when they played the Bulls in the finals.
Nick Anderson.
61 wins out the West.
Oh, Nick Anderson, the one that missed the free throws? Stop.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
That's what you remember.
The one of yes. Yes, I remember that. I watched 30 for 30. No, Nick Anderson missed them free throws. Nick Anderson missed them. Yeah, I remember. But what did Nick Anderson do after that? And what did LeBron do after that? All right. So we can't really,
He lost 1 to the Magic.
Yeah.
When the Magic played Kobe, remember they were making the little puppets?
The Magic were good too. The Magic were very good. They were good.
See, man,
they were very good. They were.
And this, but this would like the game. Look, the game has made some changes, right? But that's primarily been driven by rules, as we were alluding to earlier. But if you look at it, think about it. They took Shaq and put him on the Heat. When the Heat went on anybody's radar. Him and Wade won a title.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you still have like Kevin Garnett as an example. He got with the Celtics. Yeah, he got with Paul Pierce. But at the end of the day, those guys still found a way to win a championship because those guys still play old school ball. Now, Golden State is the first team that really broke the mold a little bit. Cleveland has broken the mold primarily because they have a exceptional transcendent player in LeBron James who only comes around once in a lifetime. So if you take LeBron James out of the NBA, yeah, Golden State will be doing their thing, but the Spurs are still viable. The Spurs have been viable in every era, and they still have look at their team. Their team is size. If they had their full complement of guys, that team would be hard to stop. You can't shoot over all those guys. And if you have a quick guy, they put Tony Parker on him. Now, he lost a little bit of a step, but he's still quicker than most. So I don't look at it as the teams are so much different and everybody's raining threes now. It's just a matter of you have some teams that have tried to adapt to that, like we talked about last time, that Cleveland. And hey, wait, remember last time we were talking about that? And we said Cleveland was trying to be more like Golden State, and Tay said, no, that ain't the case.
I don't know. No, I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that. I really don't. We all know LeBron. We all know LeBron. No, LeBron.
Spreading the foot.
LeBron has to have that player, though. I mean, we all know LeBron has to have a 1 that can shoot, a 2 that can shoot, and a 4 that can spread you out, and a 5 who isn't just a traditional post-up guy. He can't have nobody in the middle of the court because he has to create for everybody and kick out. That 5 will clog the lane for LeBron James. So,
well, Tay, let me ask you this real quick, Tay. So, the first, all right, are you saying to win a championship or just to be a dominant team in the NBA? What context are you putting?
Oh no, I was saying for LeBron. I'm saying for
LeBron
to win.
Okay, to win a championship.
Yeah,
okay, so because I was gonna say, think about that first finals LeBron went to against the Spurs.
Yeah.
Can you name somebody else on the team other than LeBron and Anderson Varejao?
Oh yes. Was it Jeff McInnes? Was it what? I'm saying Jeff McInnes. I'm saying Ricky Davis. Was it Darius Miles?
How they
Come
wasn't
on,
on
man.
that team?
See, that's what I'm saying. You put LeBron on any team, you're an automatic contender. I mean, that's what it is, right?
Man, that's a product, and I'm gonna say this too. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to add it on.
That's just LeBron's greatness.
No, he's a great player. We ain't taking that away, nothing
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
way ball. The boy get down. I ain't taking nothing from him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this. You got to look at this too, though. He's in that East. That
Yep.
East.
Why do y'all keep saying that? If
No,
LeBron,
listen to me. Just
all right,
listen to me.
okay, all right.
Just listen to me.
I'm shut.
He's
I'm
in the
shut.
East. LeBron, see, he mastermind things. He know nobody can do nothing with his team. He know he got the best players in the East. And you can look on your computer right now. What's their record in the West? And I'm gonna ask both of you guys this. They let Boston, and I'm gonna say they let Boston get number one.
Oh God.
If they were in the West, do you think they'd be challenging for that first spot? Would they just let Golden State and San Antonio get it? No, because they would need that number one spot for that home court, which I still think they wouldn't have got it. It probably would have been the third, at the most a third seed, because they know they got the East. They know whoever they would have played in the first round, second round, Bulls, it didn't matter. Because they masterminded, they already know. Don't nobody got nothing for them. But they got people in the West like a Kawhi Leonard, like a Kevin Durant that'll come back at their best player. You know, and they got coaches that's successful against LeBron. Know his tendencies. That's why he rather face them last.
No, they rather face LeBron last. You better ask PG-13 and why they leaving.
Would have gave the first seed. Keep it real.
Well, they would have got a first seed.
No. Where they would have just let the Spurs or Golden State get it.
I don't know.
No.
G. I mean, it's no. It's a subject. Well, okay, they wouldn't. But then again, LeBron knows. I mean, they know. It's okay. We can get some rest because it's not about It's not about where we finish out in the regular season. It's about where we are in the finals.
But look at the role. LeBron then would have been a Utah Jazz. They got the same record. They would have played Golden State in the second round, and they would have got swapped. I mean, then you would have been playing the Spurs in the next round. You think they can handle that?
And then think about this too. LeBron basically took the night off last night. I mean, he didn't even play. He was just deferring to everybody, and they still almost won, but they lost. I mean, if he was like, you know what, let's get these guys out of here. You know, I really care. I think it's going to be tough. Especially Isaiah Thomas wasn't playing. He would have put up 40 points or whatever. We know he got that in him, but he's conserving himself for that NBA Finals round.
I mean, he has to.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
y'all know that Body has been playing since like maybe 8 years old, probably playing organized basketball, guys. Like, we got to take that into effect.
I mean, and to that point, right. Toronto had the same record as the Cavs, and we saw that was 4 games and out.
That was bad. That's
what I'm saying. Who Boston beat in the West?
In a series?
I think the Thunder would have beat them, honestly.
I'm just saying, though, like, the East best is the West worst.
Yep. Well, that's true.
I mean, that's just being honest. Like,
you're right, but it's not LeBron's fault that everybody keep running from the East. Go ask PG-13 where he gonna be at. Find him on Twitter, IG, and go ask him where he gonna be gone. PG-13 ain't about to keep playing for them and keep losing. Don't nobody want to come to the East and play against him. I mean, sorry, Kevin Durant could have.
He got all the best players.
He ain't got all the best players. Kevin Durant could have easy with the
man got an all-star backup point guard, an all-star 6-man. I'm just telling you, ex-all-stars.
Okay.
Kyle Korver won a 3-point competition before.
Yep.
So you mean tell me KD on Washington? KD on Washington. Come on now. KD on Washington. You don't mean tell me that would have been
great enough. Washington don't got a bench.
Man, that would have been a clash, G. You know it. That would have been a clash.
That
would have been a clash.
Okay, so what's Washington's weakness right now? We all know it's their bench.
Yes.
It's their bench. So even if they had Kevin Durant, they bench, I think in one game they bench scored 5 points or something like that.
Yeah, 48-5 against Boston.
Yeah. I mean, you can't win like that.
Yeah, you have bad nights. They do have bad nights. I mean, that's something they definitely got to work on. They definitely got to work on. But it's really not LeBron's fault what happened. You put LeBron on the Pelicans. They're somewhere in the probably not the West Conference Final, but they're somewhere pretty high. No matter where LeBron goes, he's gonna take the team to the promised land. But
if LeBron in the West, he's not going to no NBA Finals 7 times in a row.
No,
and you know that.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. It depends on the team. It depends on what it do. It depends on the team.
Right. Yeah.
Well, but you got to think that you can't just add him to a current team is constructed because a team would have to give up an asset to bring in a LeBron, right? So let's say you replaced him with, let's say you put him on, on Golden State, and you subtract one of those guys. That's still a pretty lethal team, but at the end of the day, you're going to lose an element. You're going to lose something, right? Because those guys are pieces that work together with each other. Now, LeBron can mold himself and work into that, but just like KD had to adjust. But for KD to come in, Steph Curry had to back his game back a little bit. So you could bring LeBron in, but you lose Andre Iguodala and maybe one of the starters, right? So you're going to lose a little bit of depth, and you're going to lose whatever element that player was bringing. Now, you're sure LeBron's going to fill the void, but the man can't. That's why he resting all the time. That man can't play 48 minutes every game. He's a human being, too.
He's playing 43.
Yeah, 43 minutes. Yeah, that's a toll, boy.
That is. Hey, but everybody.
Now, you know what?
What was you about to say?
I would agree with you this. If LeBron was on Houston, watch out.
But what would they have to give up? Like you said.
No. See, this is the thing. They might not see this thing. They might not have to give up nothing because those same players would have came to play with LeBron. Or if LeBron was on Houston, he could have talked to James Harden to come in, and they got what reason they. It ain't like they really paying no big superstars besides James Harden and LeBron James.
They can have that. I still pick Golden State to beat them because I think I'm gonna say this: that 7 foot number 35 man
makes a difference.
I got Golden State.
No, I'm talking about if he would have went to Houston. That guy, because this LeBron cannot rest on. You can't put Harrison Barnes in KD. This guy coming right back at you, and you bet to be on your toes. Okay, when he was at OKC. He was giving it to LeBron when LeBron was in Miami. It was just him and Westbrook. And they was a veteran team. Oh, so now I got some vets. Oh, now I can kick it out the dude. Oh, remember LeBron used kicking it to Mike Miller? He hit 6 threes. I got a dude number 11 and a dude number 30. Yeah. Yep. So now let's see what's going on now. It's a difference.
Yeah. Yes, see, and I didn't even know that Cleveland lost 4 games at the end of the season. So I don't know, man. They might have thrown that. I don't know. The 4-game losing streak.
We don't know. We don't know. They probably care about refs more. Market. It's all about the finals
because they know in the East it didn't matter. That's my point.
I'm sorry. It's not LeBron's fault that Cleveland is geographically located in Ohio. His fault,
but LeBron know he can moonwalk to the finals against the East. I don't care what trade is being made in the East. Bring Ibaka. Bring, what's that other guy from Phoenix they bring him. It looked good.
Y'all Tucker. Oh, man. He bullied him.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the East playoff teams, and I'm just – I mean, come on. Go down the list, right? Boston, nope. Toronto, nope.
Nobody. We know that. Nobody.
Milwaukee, Indiana. Now, Chicago, if Rondo was healthy – might have been an interesting game because you got Wade, you got Jimmy Butler. That might have been interesting for a couple of games. I think they would actually gave them a better series than maybe Boston would have given them because it's about matchups at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I'm just not seeing anybody else that got the firepower.
They can't shoot though. They can't shoot. The Bulls can't shoot. So I definitely think Tyronn Lue would double team Jimmy Butler, kick it out D Wade and see what he does with it, or kick it out to Rondo and see what he does with it. Like they were definitely going to adjust, but we got some great series coming to us on the first. When is it? The first, guys, right? The finals on the first or second, whenever it is. But we all know who's going to be in it. Golden State versus the Cavaliers. So everybody, just stay tuned. This is wrapping up our podcast for today. We want to thank everybody for listening. Continue to share. Go check us out on YouTube. Check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Libsyn, everywhere. Please tell people about the podcast. From me to you, signing out.